Well, this Jets win over the Blues feels very significant, and we better talk about it with a very significant hockey analyst, Martin Biron. Jets are now 5 points up on the Stars for first in the Central, Marty. You know, there's been a lot of debate about how important it is for the Jets to finish first in the Central. In your mind, how important is it?
Well, it's extremely important. You don't want to face a Colorado Avalanche, which could be one of the most dangerous teams in the Western Conference in the first round. You want Dallas and Colorado to battle each other out, and one of those teams is going to be gone, and then you face whatever is left off in the second round. But if the Winnipeg Jets are going to finish first in the Western Conference, that's because they will have played playoff hockey for the last 4 games of the season, just like they did against the St. Louis Blues. Like, this was a playoff hockey type of game. Not a lot of space, only giving up 3 shots to the Blues in the first period, only 15 for the game. So defense was great, and defense led to offense with the first goal of the game. Their top guys were great. You know, you have no Ehlers, no Velarde, but Scheifele and Iafallo and Connor, they got you the game-winning goal, and you were disciplined. These are the recipe. These are the ingredients for the recipe to play playoff hockey. And if they do that, not only will they be first in the Western Conference and not have to face Colorado, but they will also be ready for the playoffs, having played that way going into the playoffs.
And in your opinion, you know, having watched the Jets in the postseason the last couple of years, terrific in the regular season, flaming out in the postseason, are you seeing a different Jets team this year, Marty? Do you feel like they could have more long-term success in the playoffs?
Well, obviously, it starts with the goaltender, Connor Hellebuyck. And last year, right after, you know, playing the Colorado Avalanche, and the comments he made after saying, no, this was some of the best hockey I've played. And you look at the numbers and you look at the way the games went, you're like, not so much. But I feel like the response from Connor Hellebuyck this year has been great. And like I mentioned, they added depth. Like, you can slide Nino Niederreiter on the second line. You can slide Brendan Tanev on the third line and not lose a beat. And maybe you don't score as many goals, but you play better defensively. I think that's the big key right now with the Jets. It's how well they can play defensively. It's not about trying to outscore Colorado or Dallas or whoever they play in the playoffs. It's going to be about how well can you play defensively.
And the Blues lose for the first time in 12 games. They have been scintillating, as you know, Marty, and they're starting to look a little bit like that team that went all the way in 2019. Do you feel like this group has that capability to go all the way?
Look, the Western Conference is so good, right? Vegas, Dallas, Colorado, Winnipeg. I'll throw in the LA Kings with their dominance at home. I know Oilers fans are not going to be happy for me to mention the Kings, but when you look at the St. Louis Blues, this is a great run. You got to give props to Jim Montgomery, but it's one guy, Robert Thomas. He has 20 points in the last 9 games. If you stop him, and the Jets did that on Monday night by only, he only got 1 assist on the lone goal. But if you stop Robert Thomas, yes, he has nice surrounding pieces. Kyrou and Cam Fowler's been a good addition. You know, they'll probably get Parayko back. You look at Bennington has played well. But it's all about stopping Robert Thomas. If you stop him, you have a chance. So I don't see this Blues team do it what they did in 2019. I think it's a great story. They made the chase for a playoff spot so much fun in St. Louis. But I don't see them being able to compete with the top teams in the West.
It has been a fun year in St. Louis, having said all that. Meanwhile, the Jets, in action against the Stars on Thursday in Dallas, Marty, that one could potentially decide who wins the Central Division. Marty, thanks for this. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Let's get to the West wildcard race with the Flames beginning the day. 6 points back of the Wild for that second wildcard spot. But Calgary did have 2 games in hand.